Welcome back to Orchid House. I'm Olivier in Fort Lauderdale, and today I just wanted to briefly talk about the added bonus of having Vanda tessellata in the background of your orchids. I personally have 3 of them. So first of all, tessellata has an amazing fragrance, and all the hybrids with tessellata in the backgrounds have amazing fragrances. The other thing, tessellata is a Vanda species that can be free flowering, so it can bloom several times a year once it's mature and happy. And the wonder of having a tessellata in the background of your hybrids, you basically have plants that bloom most of the year, so it's a huge plus. And then thirdly, tessellata will tolerate colder nights, colder than most other Vanda species, and for us here in Florida it does matter because we do have at times colder nights. It's not very common, but when they happen you always have to figure out whether your plant is safe outside or not. With tessellata in the background you should be good to go. So you saw golden doubloon was the first one of my oldest plants. It's pretty big, as you can tell. So this is denisoniana times tessellata. If you look at the flowers, they really look a lot more like denisoniana rather than tessellata, but denisoniana only blooms once a year in the spring. This plant here, for me, I've had it almost 10 years, blooms 3 or 4 times per year. And the flowers last 1.5 to 2 months, so that's pretty good. So I'm not going to say it blooms non-stop, but I have flowers on a regular basis. They smell like honey. It's a very strong fragrance. When it's the peak of the fragrance time for the plant and you have a breeze, you really smell it like 5-10 feet away, which is quite striking. So this girl here is a recent addition. And it's an unregistered cross. The first parent is Vanda Thailand times tessellata. It's unregistered, and then the second parent is Papilionanda Mimi Palmer. And while I bought it recently, so I cannot know for sure, but I'm certain that it's blooming a lot because you have all these pen spikes, and when I bought it there were several that were uncut. The fragrance is amazing. It's extremely sweet, very pleasant, and the plant itself already has 3 or 4 kikis, and you see this little kiki here already has a flower, so this is a winner for sure. Again, amazing fragrance. This one also carries quite a bit, maybe not as much as the golden doubloon, but still. And then the last one is Stephen Scott Young, so that's another primary hybrid between testacea and tessellata. And this plant basically blooms year round because while a spike starts fading, when there's usually another spike to take over. And then this one has you see the flowers are much smaller. Both species in the background have smaller flowers. They have a very fresh citrusy fragrance. And while that fragrance is maybe not as strong, I mean, you really need to put your nose on top of it, but it's very fresh, very, very pleasant, very citrusy. And as you can tell, I mean, the contrast between the kind of mustardy gold color and then the purple lip, in my opinion, is quite beautiful. And then before I let you go, just a quick cameo. You've seen this one on previous videos, but it is my Trichocentrum Jason Fuchs, and it's the second spike of the year. The first time I had 2 spikes. This is just one, but these flowers are always so beautiful. I like the oncidium look, and this is a particularly nice one. The flowers are also quite big. So that's it for today. Thank you very much and have a great day. Bye bye.